Ooh. Good morning. We just got up, packed the car. John made some coffee. I got very little sleep last night. But we are ready to go. It is like 5 till 6, and we have to be there at 6:30, which we only live like 15 minutes away from the hospital, so we're gonna leave in 5 minutes. But we are letting Lillian sleep, and we're literally just going to change her diaper, put her in the car seat, and leave. So that is the plan. We are back in our holding pen. Lillian's playing in her cell.
Her cell.
That's what I used to call her when she was in the NICU. I called her, her, what is that? What was that little box thing that she was in? Yeah. I called it her cell. Her holding cell. Just met with one of the surgeons. He was super nice. What do you think about him? Okay, we're gonna meet with the anesthesiologist next, and then it's probably go time, so we're gonna get off here and spend some time together. So what?
We're in Burkhart also.
Are we?
Surgeon. Yeah, that's what he said.
At some point today, but possibly not this morning. So anyway, we met with Dr. Thompson, and then at some point today we're gonna meet with Dr. Burkhart, who's the other heart surgeon, and Lillian's climbing mountains. So anesthesiologist is next, and then go time. So for now, we are going to spend some time together as family, and then see. I don't want you to touch that stuff. Okay, well, this makes me nervous. All right, bye. Okay, so we are in our waiting room where we will be until surgery is complete. Handed Lillian to the nurse, and she is currently in the OR. We have a little screen, which I don't know if you can see that. Well, I don't know how to do this. Okay, that screen is like color coded, and it's got her PIN number, and it tells us if she's in holding or, you know, post-op or, you know, whatever. And so she is currently in the operating room, and they are currently putting her to sleep right now. So we've got some family that are about to show up, and actually right now. Sorry, that was a volunteer checking to make sure that we were in the right the waiting room, because they only have 3 private waiting rooms, and so we got one of the 3. I was doing okay until we got back to the holding area, and then I just like started to panic. I couldn't breathe, and then I couldn't control my breathing, and I had to take a second and like turn around and like calm myself down and, hey John. And so now, and then I, you know, broke down once we got into the room, but now I'm pretty okay. How are you?
This sucks, man. I don't want anyone to go through this stuff. I mean, you couldn't put the doctor's names and numbers and...
This is how John expresses his feelings. He just complains. We were sitting back waiting for the medicine to like
put a bathroom in here.
Oh my gosh, John, that is too expensive. We're supposed to have Versed, which is like a baby Valium kind of for Lillian, but there was like some type of miscommunication, and so they it took them a little while longer to get it than we had thought would happen. Anyway, so John was sitting back there like getting so pissed off, and I was sitting back there like I was getting so pissed off, but you were like, this is the same shit that what they did to us last time. I'm just repeating what you said. Anyway, so it's kind of funny in retrospect, because That was like how we were dealing with our anxiety, was just like getting super pissed off at the nurses. So
Yeah.
everyone handles things differently. And it's like, there's no clock in here. They don't want you to keep time in this thing.
It's a casino. They've got screens, no time, no information, nothing.
So we're just gonna hang out here and hopefully I thought I was gonna get sick, but I think I'm fine now. And I want food. Do you want food?
Mm-hmm.
I want biscuits and gravy from camps.
Because the
struggle is real.
Like this whole time, like we should have been recording more.
We were recording in there, but I also wanted to spend time as a family. I know people don't like to say this out loud, but the reality is that what if something happens, because the biggest risk comes from her heart being stopped and being put on the heart and lung bypass machine. And so that's where the biggest risk lies. And then obviously she's probably going to need a blood transfusion or, you know, other those kinds of things. And so I don't need to be, quit being a bossy cameraman. Anyway, so that's where the kind of the biggest risk lies. So my thinking this morning and not recording quite as much was just that, you know, if something happens, I want to remember it. So I recorded a little bit of it, but like ultimately I want to spend my time focusing on my family and getting mad at nurses. So that's how I choose to remember this. Anyway.
So, this is obviously on a little kid's toy, but it's more so that you guys know what everything is and what it's doing whenever you see it on Lillian's body. The first time you guys see her right after surgery, she'll still have the breathing tube, okay? Did she ever have a breathing tube while she was in the PICU? In the side of her neck, right here, she will have a central line. You'll also hear it called an IJ catheter or an intrajugular catheter. So this is the first thing that they placed when they took her back into surgery and got her nice and asleep, okay? Yeah. So they're using this right now for the anesthesia medication. They'll continue to use it upstairs in the PICU to give her fluids if she needs any milrinone or any medication to help with her heart rhythm or blood pressure. Or any sort of Lasix or other diuretics to help with fluid and fluid restriction, okay? This will only stay while she's in the PICU. Okay. Once she is transferred out of the PICU to the surgical unit, the other side of the 9th floor, they'll take out the central line. Okay.
Medication.
She'll still be pretty sleepy for the first day and a half. And she'll be getting scheduled pain medications, but we're not going to be keeping her sedated per se. Okay. She'll be able to wake up on her own and that sort of thing, but she won't be awake and playful and completely awake like she is normally at home.
The ground up above and run, follow the wall down, and then come into our bedroom because
every time
the plate. Not all the way around it, but just one part of it. But it was enough to flood the whole downstairs. Jeez.
Okay, we're out of surgery. Trying to be quiet so she can sleep. She's not being sedated or anything. Doing great. What are you doing? I was showing all the stuff. She's got 2 tubes, some pacing wires, and just a lot of things. A lot of stuff. She's doing great. Put her back up. She's cold. We've got some low blood count right now, so we're giving her a blood transfusion. And we're a little bit uncomfortable, but otherwise pretty okay. Yeah, you're cute. We got our little bear. Our little bear. Luca's taking her bottle. Like just a few hours after surgery. Not a good chance. Well, more than a few hours after surgery. She's such a good girl. Okay, so I hope you guys can hear me. I'm not really sure if you can. It's kind of Lillian sleeping, so I don't want to be too loud. And there's a nice toilet behind me. But they did a breathing treatment on her, and she did really well. They're going to be doing that about every 4 hours, just until they feel like enough fluid has escaped her lungs in order to prevent pneumonia. Right now we're just kind of trying to keep her comfortable. She's been able to tolerate some Pedialyte, a little bit of Pedialyte, and so the nurse has come by and said that she's going to go ahead and try and give her a bottle here in about 20 minutes. So hopefully she'll be a little bit more comfortable. So that's pretty much, it's been a rough day. I was excited, really excited once she got out of surgery, and then she got out of surgery like super quick. And so I was very excited and very happy, and when we got here she was still a little bit loopy, and so it was kind of quiet. But then around about 4 o'clock, which was about 4 hours after surgery, she kind of started waking up a little bit more and getting a little bit more active, and so she's been not feeling too hot. So, but she's doing great. Like, I'm not worried about her. I just hate that she's so miserable right now. She's trying to sleep. She keeps wanting, she's a tummy sleeper, and so she keeps trying to roll over, and she can't, and so she's getting really frustrated. Mostly I think she's just hungry and frustrated, but I don't really think she's in a lot of pain because they've got her on like several different pain medications. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much, I mean, that's all I'm gonna record for today. I just want her to be rested, and I want to be rested, and so I'm gonna get a little bit of some work done, and then there's glare in my glasses. I'm gonna try and get some stuff done and try to go to sleep. They're gonna be in here like every 30 minutes, so it's fine. Alright, that's it for day 1. I might record a little bit tomorrow. I don't know. She had a lot of visitors today, and so I don't know. I just don't want to, like, my glasses are, like, so glary. There, that's a little bit better. I might record a little bit tomorrow, but, it's going to be pretty much the same stuff, so, I might combine that with, another day. So anyway, me and my toilet are gonna go to sleep. See you guys later. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. If you want to follow our story, share if this is, you know, something that you think others can benefit from, or if you just love us. Alright, bye.